mind every single time. Their parents were like, one parent said, well, I did, when did my daughter do this? I didn't know. When did she prepare this? I'm like, you didn't see, but these guys, they know it. They know all of this. Okay, but you do not have access to PowerPoints and all of that. Yes, they will do this with their pen and their papers. They will rehearse, they will practice, they will come to class, they will deliver. And then you will also tell the students in the classroom, those ones seated, to ask questions. You as a teacher, you will also ask them questions, but you are not asking them those questions because you want to embarrass them. You are asking those questions because you felt they did not highlight those things well enough, and you want the entire class to understand. Also, there should be a reward for these presentations. It is not just a presentation. It could be part of their assessment. For example, if 10 marks is for assessment, tell them presentation has 5 marks for the written test, so that they understand that it is not just anything they can just come to class and just flop. And it is not a means of punishment. It is naturally just a means of carrying the class along, making them understand that at this age and at this time, we are partners in the classroom. I am not your teacher. I am not an authoritarian in this class. We are collaborators. Okay? You are a teacher. I am a teacher. I don't know it all. So I want to learn from you too. And trust me, your students, they really want to participate in the classroom, but I think we don't give them enough chance. So yeah, when you tell jokes and all of that, it helps the classroom to, be relaxed and all. It is good, actually. It is sometimes good. Deviate from the teaching. Let them understand that you're also a human like them. Tell them stories. It's nice. It's good. But also, flip your learning. Okay? Don't always be the one teaching in the class. Let the students also do the teaching. And you will see, the difference in all of this.
Thank you so much, and God bless. Sorry, one more last question.
No, Ms. Azubike, please wait. We have other people that want to ask questions, please. Okay. So Iyanu has been waiting, Peace has been waiting, Mary has been waiting, please. And we've spent almost 20 minutes on just you alone. So please, let's give other people chance to ask their questions, please.
Thank you
so Iyanu, ask your question. If Iyanu is not ready,
you're muted.
Can you hear me clearly?
Yes.
Okay. So for those of us that are married and have kids, is there opportunity for us to relocate there teaching with our family?
Yes, there is. Yeah, so how that usually happens is you as the person who is applying to teach, right? So you come here, you get a job, you come here, and then when you get here, I think you have to stay for 6 months. Then you apply for your dependents to come join you. And I think for some people, I think it's even easier for them because your dependent can do some multiple jobs or something like that. That's your husband, can do multiple jobs by the side, but they are going to be on your visa, okay? So they are your dependents. So yeah, it's good. It's good. They can join you.
All right, thank you very much. So the next person is Mary. Please, Mary, if you're around, ask your question. Thank you.
Hello, good afternoon, ma'am.
Good afternoon, ma'am.
Please, I just want to find out, right? This training I joined, I'm not really a teacher. I just, I'm a stay-at-home mom, so I just joined Prouder Tutors to get an online gig. Now, from what you're telling us now, I'm interested. So, how do and I don't have a PGDE or whatever. Yes, I only have my OND. So, how do I navigate this?
OND. Unfortunately, you need a university degree. See, PGDE does not even matter. Even if you get your PGDE now, what they really need is postgraduate degree. Get it in a university. Something. You need a university degree. OND will not work. Sadly, even if you're just a high school graduate, as long as you're from Europe or any of those places, you get a job, but as a Nigerian, OND is not enough. You need a university degree.
Even if I get TEFL and maybe CELTA, the paid ones, like you said, I still need a university degree.
Yes, because that is the most important requirement. All of these other ones are just added. The most important is a university degree.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome.
All right, thank you very much. So the next person is Peace, and after Peace we have Favor. So Peace, you can go ahead.
Good afternoon, Ma. Can
Good afternoon.
you hear me?
Yes,
Okay.
sir.
Thank you. Thank you so much. I've really learned a lot from this lesson today, and you've broken down a lot of things to us. Thank you. I really appreciate it. So I noticed this training is really for those who want to travel abroad. So for let's say me, I'm new into this. This is my first training and all of that. So I have like two questions. First would be the name. So I usually have my full name is Agbokairolo. I usually have issues with people pronouncing my name. It's usually long. So I want to ask, when it comes to CVs or when you're trying to apply abroad, do you really have to put your other name there, like your surname, or what if you don't?
Hello, I think we lost you at some point.
Yeah.
Hello, Peace. Okay, I think we lost her. Maybe
Okay,
I. Okay.
can
She's
you hear
back.
me now?
Yes,
You
we
can
Yeah,
you
can.
hear
yeah.
me?
Yes.
Hello. You can hear
Yes,
me
we can
now.
hear you now. Yes.
Okay, okay. So sorry about that. So I was
Yes.
talking about the name. So let's
Yes.
say you don't have an English name because we are Nigerians. Some of us don't have English name. Or let's say your surname is too long, like my surname is long. So on your CVs, how do you go about that? Also on, let me say when you're applying for these jobs, how do you like with the name thing, how do you go about it? That's one question. Then the second question, okay, should I go ahead or I should allow you answer the
Sorry,
question?
how do you go about, I didn't hear the
The
last
name, like
part.
you have a long surname. So
Sorry,
on your
can you tell me
CV,
your full name? What is your full name?
okay, my name is Peace Agbokaiwolo. So my surname is really long, Agbokaiwolo. And I have issues with people pronouncing it. So I'm asking if I should add that to my CV when I'm submitting for an application or I should just leave that out.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, when it comes to name, you should understand that name, there's no problem with your name. For example, even my name, that you would naturally feel that it sounds like Japanese characters, right? There's the struggle to pronounce it. So I don't think anyone calls me Chinyere here, except for my Igbo guys and my fellow Nigerians. My
Oh,
students, because everyone keeps struggling and all of that. So we all agree. So they just call me Chi. So your name is not a problem at all. That is your name, because there are so many names, Japanese names, that are difficult to pronounce. And one thing you should also understand is so many people from so many parts of the world, they apply for this position. So name is actually the last thing. You don't have to worry about names. Everyone understands.
okay. Thank you so
Yes.
much.
Yeah.
Then the last question is relating to I'm trying to relate your explanation to online teaching. So all these warm-up examples and activities you told us to learn how to do, is it something we could also apply online when teaching,
Yes.
just with the
Yes.
limited time? Because I think some it might not be up to 1 hour. So how do you really add all of that into one class? And yes,
Okay. So for example, let's assume your online class is 1 hour, right?
yes,
Okay. Your warm-up activity should not be more than 5 minutes.
okay,
Maximum 10 minutes. Like that's even too long. 5 to 10 minutes. It's just something very quick, something to grab attention. You understand?
yes,
If it is a
yes.
classroom setting, yeah, maybe it can be longer and all of that, depending on the level of engagement from your students and all of that. But this is online learning, right? So just make it as short as possible and something to just hold the students' attention before you move into teaching. That's all.
Okay, and sometimes some of them, from what our coach has been training us on. Some of them are L1, like they don't have English as their first language. So can you also do the flip learning you talked about, where you tell them to come teach in the next class when they don't have so much knowledge about English? Can that still work?
Okay, so for this, right, it depends on, now that it is online teaching, it depends on the level of your student. And for every technique of teaching, there is a way you can handle it. Remember, I said I used this flip learning a lot when I was in Nigeria, right?
Yeah.
But here in Japan, I also use it, but I use it in a way that is completely different from the way I was using it in Nigeria. In Nigeria, I will, all the topics that I'll be treating for the term, I will, break them down, divide the classroom, or however I decide to handle it. I just give it to students. Okay, we're starting presentation next week. We're starting with group A. Everyone should be ready, this and that. Okay, but here in Japan, my students' level of, Japanese students are very smart, right? They are very brilliant. It's known everywhere. But because of their limited ability to, speak English fluently, I do not give them something as rigorous as what I would give my Nigerian students. So I make sure that for my Japanese students, everything is done in the class. So sometimes when I come to the classroom, especially on days when on weeks when I am not interested in talking to anyone, I just flip my lesson. Everything is basically questions. They all have their laptops and all of that. They all have their laptops. They all have their tablets. I mean, the school internet is very strong. No one is struggling with internet or anything like that. So I just ask the question. I give them time. In 10 or in 15 minutes, we are going to do a presentation. So you see all of them. Everyone is practicing. Everyone is reading. Everyone is rehearsing their lines and all of that. So I give them enough time, and then I just get feedback from them. But for online teaching, that might drag a little, especially if your student has very little level of understanding or of fluency, English fluency. But it does not mean that you cannot apply it. You can apply it even for online lesson. So if you're having one-on-one lesson, just throw questions at them. Do you understand? Give them the question. Just relax a little bit. Tell them, okay, I want to give you 2 minutes. Can you think of a possible answer to this question? I go to the farm because I want to harvest potatoes, but it starts raining. I can no longer harvest potatoes. What should I do? I don't want to go back home. What should I do? Okay, can you please think about this in 2 minutes and share your answer with me? I need help. It's just an example, okay? It's just an example. Yeah, so just give them 2 minutes, 3 minutes. It's flipped learning, but not as serious as it would be in a normal classroom setting. So yeah, you can do it.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Okay, so the next person, quickly. Favor is the next. Please ask your question.
Good afternoon, ma'am.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, ma'am.
Good afternoon, everybody. Okay, my question is this. For some of us that have never taught before, I particularly, and I would say that being at Brother Tutor, like training under them is super amazing because they are giving me a lot of, insights on this. So my question is, if I should start online, possibly by next year, will that experience match up with getting a job in Japan or any other country?
Yes, it will. As a matter of fact, it will. Because you are not just a teacher who has an experience, but a teacher who has an experience teaching English as a foreign language. Okay, so yeah, it's actually a good one, really. Good. You see? Yeah. So
all right, thank you
very much. Okay, so the next person, Miss Elizabeth. She just left now. Well, I want. Okay, she's
okay. Here. She's back.
I think she's having a little bit of network issues. Okay, so while we're waiting for her to come back to the meeting, right? So we can just move over to because I know everybody's ears are itching to hear salary, salary, money, ego. How much are we expecting? You know, that kind of thing. So please just give us a breakdown of the salary expectations and all of those things. Oh, she's here. So Miss Elizabeth, ask your question.
Okay, so good afternoon, everyone. Thank you so much, love. All that you've been saying, like, really blessed. Thank you for that too. My question is, when you talked about degree, for someone with a high school degree and not yet done with her university, that's to get her bachelor's degree, is there a way to go about it, especially for someone that wants to do online ESL? Does it mean that should I not go ahead with PCS until I get my bachelor's degree, or is it possible to continue with my high school degree?
When are you a graduate or you're still in school?
Hello, is she there?
I think network again.
So I think what she was asking here is about her. Okay, she's here. You can please just answer the question, Miss Elizabeth. She's asking if you're a graduate or you're still in school. Her network is bad. Anyways.
because if she has graduated already and is just waiting for her bachelor's, what happened during our time now?
She said she's still in school. I think I heard that part. She said I'm still in school.
Okay. Okay, then you have to wait. At least wait till your final year, or wait till when you're sure that, because if you get this job, everything usually happens within just 3 to 4 months. So you should apply, you should make your calculation and apply, apply at the time that you're sure that if the request for your university certificate within a month or within that same week, rather, you should be able to provide it. So I'll just say, just wait till you're in your final year, or wait till you graduate and you're, serving or something, because they really need to see your certificates or your transcript. If you can get your transcript, if your transcript is going to be ready before your certificate is ready, then fine, you can go ahead and apply.
Thank you very much. So there was one more question.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. There's one more person, and it's Mary Jane Nnabuike. Please ask your question. I think we'll just take your question, then we'll just dive into the salary. And I have one question to ask, which I think will benefit everybody here. So, Miss Mary Jane, you can ask. Okay, she's not here. So let me ask my own. So my question is this: when is the hiring season? So for Taiwan, when I applied, right, it was around June, July. And what they told me then was their hiring season. I feel like it's different in different countries. I don't know, but I feel like it's different. So for Taiwan, I applied June, and then the HR told me that, because I applied to about 100 schools. Like, I calmed down, and I had folders for each of them. I was that desperate. So a couple of them got back to me, while some did not even get back to me at all. But I was so surprised that they got back to me almost during the same timeline. And I felt like that was a hiring period. Do you understand? Because if it was not a hiring period, I don't think I would have gotten that swift response from them. So what is the hiring season for Japan?
Okay, yeah, you can type your question.
Yes, type, please.
Okay, for Japan, I don't really think that matters. Although many people say that you should apply around September, but I applied in February, which is like when no one is supposed to apply. So for Japan, it's always an ongoing thing, and I think I am even happy that I applied at the time I applied, because my visa renewal period and the school contract renewal period, they are different. So and I like that, because I think this is not a necessary detail, but anyways, so what I'm trying to say is, for Japan, you can actually apply anytime. Like I said at the beginning, because of the time that I applied, the guy was already asking me, what if we don't have a placement for you now? What if it doesn't work now? Will you be able to, come over next year or something like that? So for Japan, you can actually apply anytime, because here people are coming and they're leaving, especially those from the West. Some of them think that everyone should come here and be working there. So when they get here and they realize that they actually came to work, and it's not just about being able to speak English, but actually teaching. So some of them get frustrated, and some of them, they just want to live in Japan for like maybe 1 year. They just want to come have a feel of what it is like to live in Japan. So almost every time someone is coming, someone is leaving, coming, leaving. So anytime. Okay. But I think many people say that the peak recruitment season is around September.
Okay. Thank you so much. Thank you. Okay, so let's talk about salary expectations and all of those things. So, like, what is like the salary there? What is the salary range?
Okay, the salary range for teachers for ALTs in Japan is 200,000 to 250,000 yen
per month.
Per month.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Per month. So per month, and it depends. It depends on your what's it called? It depends on your recruiter.
Okay.
Okay, it depends on your recruiter, and that is it. And then aside your salary, your transportation is paid separately.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay, that's
so it also depends on where you live. So your transportation is different from your salary.
Okay.
So for me now, they pay my salary, and at the end of the month, I calculate how much I spent on transportation, and they pay me that too. So they're different.
All right, thank you so much. So one more question I have, I'm just asking questions I know that will benefit everybody. I know the answers, but I just feel like people should.
Yes, everyone should.
Exactly. So what are the working hours, working days, working hours?
Okay, working hours. Now, this depends on the type of teaching that you get. Sorry, I didn't talk about this earlier, and I think it's part of the things that I should have talked about. So there are different types of teaching in Japan. We have ALT, which is ALT. And I think someone asked, what is an ALT? ALT simply means assistant language teacher. An ALT works in Japanese public schools. You're placed in Japanese public schools to work with Japanese teachers of English, which is JCE. So you are the ALT, assistant language teacher, working with the JCE Japanese teacher of English. The first teacher is learning. So now there is another type of teaching where we call EKAWA. EKAWA is private teaching. If you come with a recruiter who is recruiting teachers for EKAWA kind of teaching, you will not be teaching in a school. Okay, you will not be teaching in a school. You will be teaching private lessons. Yeah, I think that's the perfect word. Okay. Because EKAWA is private teaching. It is not teaching in a school. And somehow EKAWAs earn more than ALTs. But you also work like crazy. As an ALT, the last thing that I want to do is work in an EKAWA. Actually, I applied and I got a job. The pay is very high, way higher than what I currently do. But I turned down the job because I am not willing to die.
Yes, I heard so too.
I will not. Yeah, I will not do what I'm doing in Nigeria. Not anymore. See, I'm looking fresh because I am not stressing myself anymore.
I heard the money is good, but the money is good, but the work is a lot. I heard.
Why should I? What is the benefit of working when I cannot enjoy the money? I don't know if you understand.
Yes.
Because during the interview, I was told my working hours is from 11 to 8 p.m. 11 a.m. to 8 p.m. And I am expected to resume by 9:30, which practically means that I am in school for the entire day.
Yes, I heard.
That is not all. If a child messes up, I take on the role of a nanny. I will also clean up the
Yes, I heard too. My friend is there and she says the money is good, but the work is a lot.
The money is good. You earn good money. So I am comfortable being an ALT. I earn very low. Like we are at the very bottom of the earning, spectrum, which is
That's nice.
10 times in a year. So I have all of the freedom, my holidays, I have them. Working in an 8 hour, you don't have holiday every single day. You know, so it depends on the type of teaching. So I'm just trying to explain the different types of teaching that we have in Japan. So it depends on the type of teaching that you get. So that's really.
All right. So another question I'm seeing here. Thank you so much. Where can we see the slots to apply? Where can we see the slots? So I feel like this person is asking, where can we find these jobs?
Yeah. Okay. Okay. So you can apply via Gaijin Port.
Gaijin Port.
Sorry, I feel a bit old. I don't know. Can I type here now?
It's okay. I will help you.
Okay. Thank you. So guidedport.com. So another thing that you can do when you go to guidedport.com, on guidedport.com you can apply directly on guided. You can apply on guidedport and you can also apply directly. So this is what I mean. So when you register on guidedport.com, right, you'll be asked to upload your CV and your everything. So you can put 15 minutes a day.
we spent almost 2 hours.
Wow.
Yes.
Wow. Okay. Let me type it. So on Guided Thought, you're going to be asked to upload your resume and all of those things. You can do that, but you can also, when you see a job listing, for example, you see an advert from Interact. You can actually click. You can go to Interact website itself. Basically, Guided Thought, just like being a support, where many companies pour in their their adverts, the free vacancy. Okay, so when you go there, you can now click and go directly to each company's website and apply directly on their own website and not on the guide report. But you can also apply on the guide report. So it's a win-win.
Okay, thank you very much. I like that. So I'm just trying to go over the questions I'm seeing here to know if we've answered everything. So I think we've answered everything. So this is, please, is this missing? Yes, it's recorded. It's recorded. Yes, it's recorded. So this is my, thank you so much, Shinyere. Thank you. I just want to add one or two things here before we finally leave. So some time ago, I applied to a school in Taiwan, right? And everything she said here is the truth. I had no teaching, like offline teaching experience, but with my online teaching experience, they called me for interview. They stamped my contract. I went to the embassy. I did all of those things. The only reason I'm not there today is because of some family issues that I had, which stopped me. If not, I would have been there today. But what I'm trying to say is this, that I went through all those processes. And what she said about the interview process, about the casual interview, it's true. You have to also dress well. She talked about the playing, acting like a student is in class and also teaching like the demo. You have to do that. They need that. So you'd have to pretend as if you're teaching someone or children in a classroom setting. Pretend like that. They'll give you the topic. They gave me my own topic. They gave me the file. I went through it and then I recorded and sent it back to them. After a week, they got back to me that I passed. So there are different structures and levels. And then your CV, see all the CVs that we are seeing here, please, it's not right. You need to actually make sure that you take your time and work on your CV. Add, like what she said, if you've done Sunday school teaching, add it there. I mentioned the other day that if you've helped somebody in maybe their assignment, their homework or project, whatever, add it in your CV. Structure it very well. That was what I did. The school that I was applying to was a Christian school in Taiwan, so they liked me very well. And I also added that I was a Sunday school teacher at some point. They liked it very, very well. So everything that Shinyere said is true because me myself, I've experienced it firsthand. The only thing I've not experienced is the teaching over there. But you say this interview process and everything, I've experienced it and it is real. They ask if they like your CV, if they like everything, trust me, it won't take time. They will get back to you.
Honestly,
they will get back to you if they like it. So, and yes, you can make good money from this, actually traveling abroad to teach. You can make, if you know, and what she said, if you're smart, when you get there, Nigerians are always smart. If you get there, you're smart, you can do one or two. We know, let's just leave it at this. You can get extra money, I'm telling you. And one thing I'll also say is this, do your research. We might not cover everything here. I slept on YouTube. I slept, I built my tent on YouTube. I mean, my eyeballs popped out because I was watching lots of videos on YouTube. Now, another thing I want to say is this. When Chinyere started, she mentioned that she was on Facebook and she saw a post. How did I get my Taiwanese job on Facebook? How did I get my Japanese job on Facebook? I also applied to a Japanese school, Mason. They also accepted me at some point too, on Facebook. Facebook was where I got it. So, if you know how to navigate Facebook, use that tool very, very well. It's going to help you. And also YouTube. So, I think that's... So, what are your final words, Madam Chinyere, and then we go.
Okay, finally, I just want to say this. I would like to encourage everyone here, whether you are currently a teacher or you're just teaching for the time being, short-term teaching or long-term teaching, whatever your teaching goal is. Don't be discouraged, especially if you are a teacher in a physical school in Nigeria. I know how disheartening that can be. Don't be discouraged. And if you think if you are just teaching, as just a pastime activity, maybe it's time for you to actually consider making it serious and getting the required certification, because it can take you places. So there are places in Canada, like when I got here, I got an offer from Australia.
Yes.
The lady was like, we need someone right here, right?
Exactly.
See,
there are offers in Australia, so that's true.
Australia, Australia, Canada.
Exactly. Even in US, some
areas
parts
in
in
Canada,
US.
there are opportunities.
Yes.
And rural area in Canada is not the same as rural area in Nigeria. There are two words apart. Even when they say rural areas here in Japan, it's not like village in Nigeria. So to say. You understand? Yeah, there are villages, right? But villages, there's no pothole. What kind of village is that? So really, please, whatever it is, whether for short term or long term, if your plan is Japa, trust me, teaching can help you to Japa.
I'm telling you,
Whatever
you don't know.
Please take this, please take this seriously.
It's one of the easiest ways to Japa.
Yes, one of the easiest ways, really. And it gives you an opportunity, especially if you have a family, and it can be, an opportunity for your students, for your children to have, a better education and all of that. So whatever it is you're doing, take it seriously, and I really pray that, everything works out for you, and, you just put in your best. And don't be discouraged. That's it.
Thank you. So for the lady that's asking for the CV templates, after this meeting, I'll share my own CV templates, because the CV that I used to apply for my online schools is quite different. Totally, you will see the difference. Totally different from what I used. So I'm gonna share that as well after this meeting. And thank you everybody for sticking around till the end. I'll be sharing the recording after this. And if you have any more questions, I actually want you guys to please subscribe to our YouTube channel. Please, what's your YouTube channel? Okay, so I'm gonna type it. I really want you to subscribe. You can ask questions there. Ask our questions on our YouTube channel.
You can. I would always answer them. Just Chinyere Luke.
Yes, on YouTube, and you can also find her on Facebook as well.
Yes, and
on TikTok as well. Thank you very much. I really appreciate your time, and I appreciate everybody's time. So have a good day and have a good night. Maybe you can now go and
good night. Really, thank you so much. I am really, really happy. This feels, when you have something inside, you just want to share.
Yes. Thank you.
So much.
All right, take care and bye everybody. Bye.
Bye.